Give us 1 second. Make sure everybody on.
Yeah.
Somebody check Jim in Chicago.
1 2 1 2.
It's a call. Put your camera on.
Oh yeah.
Jim in Chicago.
Yeah.
You on YouTube or TikTok?
I'm 30 seconds in.
I'm on YouTube. He ain't fucking with TikTok.
Yeah,
Man.
TikTok will just give me too many issues.
Yeah, I agree. Get on there with your shirt off, man.
It should be good. Can you all hear on the comment board? Somebody says.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone of Branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakadash.
Double honors to the apostles, double honors to the elder bishops. Salutations to all my fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so now more so than ever. 144,000 and the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathen that look like those heathens. This is not a black thing. And to the few Akwaf that are listening and learning, to you we say shalom. And we're going to open up with actually going to play this video. It's about 3 minutes long, and then we just going to bombard with the scriptures, and then let the Spirit take it wherever it's going to take it. But this is from Fox News. Trump, and the name of the video is Trump reacts to Biden's transgender day visibility falling on Easter. So you double wickedness, all right? Because we're gonna get into that Easter thing too. All right. So without any further ado.
Welcome back to Live Now from Fox, and good morning to you. If you are just now tuning in, I'm Jeannie Francine, waking up with you here bright and early on this Easter Sunday, taking you out to Washington, D.C., giving you a live look out at the White House now at 8:41 on the East Coast. And we are following some breaking news as it relates to President Biden. According to our content partners over at the Associated Press, President Joe Biden is facing criticism this morning from Donald Trump's campaign and religious conservatives for proclaiming March 31st, which corresponds with Easter Sunday this year, as Transgender Day of Visibility. The Democratic president issuing the proclamation Friday, calling on all Americans to join us in lifting up the lives and voices of transgender people throughout our nation and to work toward eliminating violence and discrimination based on gender identity. Again, that quote coming from the Biden White House as we work to give you all of these events here on Live Now from Fox. I actually want to show you a White House proclamation as it relates to this. There it is on your screen, showing you what I just read off. We do know, though, back in 2024, as it relates to this year, the March 31st designation overlaps with Easter today, one of Christianity's holiest celebrations. Trump's campaign accusing Biden, a Roman Catholic, of being insensitive to religion, and fellow Republicans piled on. They say, quote, "We call on Joe Biden's failing campaign and White House to issue an apology to the millions of Catholics and Christians across America who believe tomorrow is one for celebration only, the resurrection of Jesus Christ." That quote coming from the lady there on your screen. As we know, the Trump campaign's press secretary, that's who she is. She has said what she called the Biden administration's years-long assault on the Christian faith. Now, she wasn't the only person to speak up. House Speaker Mike Johnson also saying on social media that, quote, "The Biden White House has betrayed the central tenet of Easter and called the decision, quote, outrageous and ridiculous." Now, actually, White House spokesperson Andrew Bates said the Republicans criticizing Biden are seeking to divide and weaken our country with cruel, hateful, and dishonest rhetoric, a tactic he says is being used amid this election season. But as we continue to follow breaking news and top stories on this Easter Sunday, sharing this with you after there is some controversy this Easter Sunday this morning. As we know, Biden has declared Transgender Day of Visibility set for March 31st, which this year falls on Easter Sunday. I'm Jeannie Francine. The time now 8:43 on the East Coast. Let's go ahead and go to our final 2-minute commercial break of the hour. And when we come back, we'll be heading out to Vatican City, getting the very latest this Easter Sunday as the Pope held Mass out in that area. More details when we come back in just 2 quick minutes.
Okay, so
the fun thing,
three minutes of madness. All right. So, real quick, can we get
I got it.
Psalms 96? They prescribed mischief by law. 94, Baba Kashab.
Romans 1:26. But this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. But even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Actually, we're gonna read a lot of that.
Okay.
I got
Read that Psalm first, Baba.
This Psalms chapter 94 verse 20. It says, "Shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frame of mischief by a law?"
Right. So these people, you know, even though a proclamation isn't the law, all right, it's not, you know, it's not part of the Constitution. That's why they do things like this, where they have amendments and proclamations and executive orders, you know, to try to get around
The law.
to actually try to get around the law of the land, which is actually illegal according to the you know, the law of the land, which supposedly is supposed to govern this place. What you got, Bob?
This is Isaiah 5:20. Warn to them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
And that's exactly what they do. Bitter for sweet, you know, and sweet for bitter. Up is down and down is up with these people. What you got, brother?
Oh yeah, because woe means destruction, man. So
Exactly.
just by doing these things, the Lord's you got destruction coming your way.
That's it. That's built. That, like you said, war is built in with the destruction for it. So
Yeah. And then, you know, this is just a hijack for all the crimes that's been done against the Israelites, especially Judah, all right, who's still suffering all sort of discrimination, in, you know, on the job, in the job market, from law enforcement, from you know, in every matter of way, you know, they get mistreated, you know, and these people, this alphabet gang somehow is hijacked, you know, Judah's suffering to make it their own. All right, well, what you got, brother?
This Amos 5:21. I hate and I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly.
That's right.
Though ye offer me a burnt offering and meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the offerings of your fat beasts, this is a wicked offering right here, because they pushing these wicked lies and this so-called Easter Sunday. Then you got the vow of festions right along with it. That's a wicked offering what they pushing to the people and trying to get them to accept it. And hey, the Lord don't like that. Basically, like, man, I hate this. Like, what are you doing?
and
You know,
sin
it
is
goes
sin.
back to Tammuz. The pagan god Tammuz was going to the fertility god. Man.
Kind
That's
of.
why you got eggs. Why?
Yeah, well, we're gonna go into that Easter thing. Let's get on this first, though.
They
We don't want to jump ahead, brother. But
They
I'll
add
read
sin
this
to
real
sin,
quick
go
on the
ahead,
comment board. This is Isaiah 29:16, and it reads, "Surely you're turning of things," and this was put up by Gavar Dama, right? And it says, "Surely your turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, that made it, hold on, that he made me not, or shall the thing framed of him say of him that framed it, he had no understanding." So, you know, these people, they just want to completely and totally disregard, you know, the Lord in every way, matter whatsoever, man.
That's right.
Worship the you know, the thing created instead of he who created it, basically. All right,
I can go get more meat off the bone. Romans.
go ahead, brother.
Romans 1:18. For the wrath of the Most High is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them. For the Most High have showed it unto them. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power in Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew God, they glorified him not as God, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened. In their heart is their minds, their mind was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Hey, but I just want to, like the Elder Malcolm just said, everything they could do against the Lord, they do it. And that's professing themselves to be wise, because Esau has a God complex. Everything that the Lord And that's why when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, it says what? Clean contrary.
Yeah.
The Lord said Adam and Eve, Adam and Steve.
Well, you know what Esau.
Back in the elders.
Yeah. No, you said because Esau knows he's a fucking reject, so he does everything out of spite, man.
Yeah. The scriptures, even in they false images, which have been, debunked, all these pale images. But even in their pale images, they have beards on their face. But what do our professionals in America do? Edomites. They like yesterday, the dude walked by the camp. A small hatter. He's about 85 years old with a bald face.
Chin freezing.
All right. Yeah, it's cold as hell. His chin was cold as hell, man. All right. Yeah, this dude had to be about a good 80, 85 years old, man. Why is your face bald? He got a head full of white hair and a bald face. All right.
Right, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. He said, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image made like corruptible man, and to birds, and to four-footed beasts, and creeping things. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lusts of their own hearts.
And you know what? That's and part of that lust is man on man, woman on woman, man.
That's right. So
Like the elder Jeremiah said, man, the Lord made Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve, man. And see, this is what happens when you don't serve the Heavenly Father, and the Bible's supposed to be the law of the land, and you want to do what you want to do, but the Most High give you over to that lust, man.
Yeah.
And then that was a proclamation
and that's a vile affection.
Yeah.
And that show you that the Lord actually has hate for you, and that's the last thing to give to put the spirit on you as a man to want another man's booty.
Yeah.
That's
fucked up.
That's the lowest of the low, man. That's in my eyes, that's a fate worse than death. It'd be better to just die than to
and that spirit on you, that demon on you.
Yeah, that's right. No, say it again, brother.
Death is better than a life of continual sickness.
Yeah.
So, like Elder was saying, that's literally a sickness in your being.
Yeah, but that's what you say. You have to be sound and sound of mind. You're not. That's that putrefying source, man. You're not sound. You're dirty. You're unclean before the Lord. And show you the wickedness of Esau. He said in 1983 in his proclamation that this is the year of the Bible, but now you got a proclamation in 2024 that goes against the Bible. You know what I'm saying? It's showing you that the hypocrisy of America, man.
They make you swear under the law.
Yeah, I think that was Proclamation 5018.
It was this was on.
Right.
I think it was Proclamation 5018.
Yeah.
Right. So you got a I don't know what number this one is. All right, but it's bullshit.
Yeah.
This is back to
So if it was 5018.
Mhm.
That means, damn, they were on 50,018 at that time.
5,000.
Salakia, 5,018 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow, yeah. So, yeah, the numbers must really be high right
Well, I'm
now.
about to find out now.
Go ahead, bring out what you got, brother, while he's
And,
looking.
and I still got to finish this.
Somebody else?
No, go ahead.
This is Sirach, Ecclesiasticus 25 and 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman. And that's the plague of the heart. You a guy and you attract to other guys. You a woman attract to other women. That's a plague of the heart. Like you said, sickness.
Got your mind fucked up.
Yeah.
A man that's attracted. A man that's attracted to children.
Yeah, there you go.
I was just thinking, that's sick, man.
That's included in that alphabet
Proclamation.
thing right
See, because it all goes. That's why.
I see that they put the P,
Yeah.
but what's the I?
Oh my God. Infidelity. That's they pushing people.
Because they trying to change the P to something else. They trying to get around that. Something. Yeah, that's what the I is. Yeah, that's probably what the I is.
This place gotta go, man.
All right, so yeah.
No, but you know what? By him pushing this thing, them Nenny House shot got to come back soon, man. Because you can't continue. This place can't continue going all this wickedness, man.
They gotta go, man.
And now they got the FBI showing up at people's doors for what they post, what they click on, and what they listen to. So,
Yeah.
all right. The brother ICR did a video on it, and then I seen a couple other videos and articles on the subject matter, man. All right, so they're trying to we're coming to the day and the time. You're right. We're coming into the day and the time where the famine of the word is near.
That's right.
So And we're like, hey, well, bring it on, man, because we're tired of being in this place.
And you know what,
fucking
Elder?
tired,
We're
man.
about to get persecuted because we want to be straight.
Yeah, because we want to
That's
be right.
exactly what's going to happen.
Because you don't want to give up your Gucci.
Exactly.
I
Right?
enjoy having my
You know?
penis, so I gotta die.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
I gotta go to jail because I enjoy having a
You
dick.
like being a man. You like
Exactly.
being, you want to be
Right.
masculine,
Right.
and you toxic.
Yeah.
Now, if you was walking around with your shirt tied up, wearing pink stars,
Kool-Aid on your lips.
they would be celebrating. He's so brave. He's this and he's that. He's amazing.
You don't think he
Put it on
falls
my
in
show.
niggas
And it's
with a
what-
butter knife?
That's the scripture. Folly is said in great dignity. All right. So this foolishness of Esau Edom,
He's progressive.
right?
Exactly.
It's said as something special.
Innovative.
Anytime you hear that word progressive, wickedness is lurking nearby.
Yeah, no shit.
Real quick, can I get this? Hey, look, just going off what the elder saying and just a precept to what the elder Karab had brought out. This is Revelations 18 and 3. It says, "For all nations have drunk off the wine of the wrath of her fornication."
That's the spirit.
And this elder brother, he be bringing it out how in the Philippines, the Americans said they wouldn't aid them unless they was down with the most shit. What was that? The Philippines?
Wow.
I think you were the one who brought that out.
Shit,
When they didn't want to give you no aid because they wasn't with the LGB.
Oh, that was for Africa.
Yeah.
That was Obama. He don't want to
Yeah. Oh, bitch. No. So there you go. This is how you know if this is Mystery Babylon the Great. I'm gonna start from 3 again. Revelations 18 and 3. "For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her." And that's just going into what the elder brother was saying. "And the merchants of the earth," what's going on, brother?
Can you get that word fornication? Because it goes into
Nigga, you gotta get it. I'm finna read.
Huh.
"And the merchants of the earth are wax." Hey, look, it's wickedness. "And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies." And this is the point. It says, "And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins and receive not of her plagues." And that goes into us getting into the chariots. But first, we can't follow the ways of Babylon. It says, "For her sins," going in with the elder Karab read, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, Yahweh have remembered her iniquities." This is why you have shit that you couldn't fathom just 10, 20, 15 years ago. A man identifying as a 55-year-old man, identifying as a 9-year-old boy to have sex with a 6-year-old girl.
So
You niggas are gonna die. That's
sick.
the hype. That's the hype.
That's sick. Now, who sent that meme? I forget what brother sent it. Somebody sent the meme of a dude, in the key, throwing the hell out of like a 5-year-old, saying, I'm a man, identify as a 5-year-old, so I'm gonna compete in all the tournaments of 5-year-olds and what all the
They're gonna be a coral belt in 2 weeks.
Right.
Right.
You know, right, because he identifies as a 5-year-old. And then here's the thing about that all that madness is that this whole thing, what it really is about is depopulation.
Yes.
Because you got it's not enough babies, it's not enough children. All right. And so this is really to support depopulation without saying it. All right. But we're gonna say it.
That's right.
All right.
Genocide.
You gotta
You know,
remember this.
and that because the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply,"
Yeah.
and there's enough water, enough food on the earth for everyone. If certain people just didn't own up 1 million acres of land and hoard it all to themselves,
Right.
all right?
And that
I
verse 2.
got this that word for the back of elder, the fornication. It goes into pornea. It says illicit sexual intercourse, adultery, fornication, homosexuality, lesbianism, intercourse with animals, etc.
Right.
So everything is lawful here. Just do as you ate. A
Do
bitch
it.
marry a tree.
We in
Do
Rome
as I
all
will.
over.
Yeah.
again, man.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right.
Bitch married the tree.
We in Greece and Rome all over again. You know? Because that's how they got down there. That's what was going on in what was that place that the Lord melted with the volcano? Pompeii, man.
Exactly.
All right, Pompeii had all kind of freakism going on, and freakism against children, man.
Hey, if I may say, this is all part of signs of the times, man. And we at the end, because just like Murph read that in Revelation, it says their sins reached up into heaven, right?
Yeah, but
So-
you're wicked for saying that.
Well,
According to Esau.
exactly.
And the same Salaki, the same hypocrite, make you swear in the court of law in the Bible and swear their presidency in on the Bible. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, we are abomination to them, and they're an abomination to us.
Right.
But good thing is that the Most High God we're on his side, because all the things that's an abomination to us is the same thing that's an abomination to him, and we read about it. So we don't care what they think, because in the eyes of the Most High God, they are an abomination. Those that's of this world. And again, they have a bounds they cannot pass. So the thing is their sins and their wickedness and their weirdness is reaching up into the heavens, meaning they're reaching the bounds they cannot pass.
Right.
So you have to understand that we're just speaking about what the scriptures say, and that we're reaching the height of their wickedness. So you better straighten up and fly right. But I want to read the scripture here in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, and I'll start at verse 22.
Perfect.
So it says, moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of the Most High God, but whereas they lived in a great war of ignorance, those so great plagues called they peace. For whilst they slew their children in sacrifices, or used secret ceremonies, or made revelings of strange rites, they kept neither lives nor marriages any longer undefiled.
And guess what? That's orgies here, man.
And all manner.
Hey, look at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett.
Exactly.
They broadcasting that. That's that. And that shit, that Bohemian Grove, all
Yeah, I
that.
was thinking that,
That's what's going down. But see how I said,
Sororities too.
yeah, they put. Look how they got her marriage. Look, his marriage.
Yeah.
He the bad guy and he a bitch. Because his girl can't commit adultery openly in front of the whole world. He should have did what Carlos did and got the white woman. Read, brother.
Yep, it says they kept neither their lives nor marriages any longer undefiled, but either one slew another traitorously or grieved him by adultery, so that there reigned in all men without exception blood, manslaughter, theft, and dissimulation, corruption, unfaithfulness, tumults, perjury, disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind.
See, that goes to that turning the things upside down. The Lord set up the male genitalia to enter the female genitalia, all right? And then make it for man on man and woman on woman. So that's contrary to nature. And when you do those things, it causes diseases, it causes all kind of plagues, and ultimately causes death and the lessening of life.
Matter of fact, Elder, you're right. I believe in that same chapter that Elder read. If he jumped to 12, I think it said that came from idol worship.
Well, yeah. Well, let me finish. It says disorder and disquieting of good men, forgetfulness of good terms, defiling of souls, changing of kind, disorder in marriages, adultery, and shameless uncleanliness. For the worshiping of idols, not to be named, is the beginning, the cause, and the end of all evils.
So in America, it's all about everything you just read.
Yep.
And if you speak out against it, you're the problem.
Exactly.
In this place.
Yep.
All right, real quick, you because you mentioned it, I'm just gonna read it. This is Job 14 and 4. Point is in 5. Who can bring an unclean thing out of an Salakia? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right? He's appointed a bounds that he cannot pass. But guess what? He's going to reach that bounds. And so that means evil is going to increase every single day. And they're going to decree unrighteous decrees. Right? And all this wickedness is going to just continuing to get worse and worse and worse.
Hey, there's like when the Lord was telling Abraham about the Amorites. He said, all right, we're gonna go into slavery for 400 years. You're gonna come back because the iniquity of the Amorites is not fulfilled. So they ain't reached the height of what he wanted to do to them. Because the Lord gonna be justified of what he do to you.
Right.
So Esau, he gonna hit that height to where he gonna deserve the judgment what the Lord is gonna bring down to him. And he ain't reached it yet. But God damn it, when he hit that motherfucker, He gonna hit that ceiling hard than a bitch. It's gonna be noticeable when he hit.
Hey,
As soon as he hit that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's why Lord said he do not stir and move them until they said measure be fulfilled.
But you can see that we're getting close.
Uh-huh.
I mean, more evidence of this proclamation, more evidence of the boxing with the C to the hip, all right, where they're pushing them more and more. They already got the military people. They're already doing it to the military people. We have some video put up the other day. All right, and
the man's wife. But if you really watch that video, the man said, "No, we're not."
Right.
When she said, "We're gonna put it in our, we have to wait until she's 3," and he's like, "No, we're not."
That's right.
So yeah,
It's gonna cause a lot of rifts.
that's gonna
He
be a
gonna get
problem.
rid of that bitch.
He didn't want to do it right there on the camera. He knew it was being recorded, so he had the wisdom to make
Hey, you know what?
Then he'd have been called a toxic male, and
Right.
you know,
Yeah. You know what, Elder Malcolm? And they've been pushing this April 8th. This eclipse thing is going on.
Yeah.
They finna do some shit, bro.
Oh, absolutely,
Yeah.
bro.
Cause they pushing that shit. They selling motherfucking glasses, 3 glasses, all the time.
Yeah, well, they move troops. They've never deployed troops
Right.
Mhm.
for eclipse before, ever.
Right.
So they actually deployed troops, and then the troops, and then those bridges went down, and those bridges are major thoroughfares and thoroughways, cutting off and blocking shit, and that's also going to cause a diesel fuel shortage.
And that's
All right, because I watched the video with a guy. We going to the other topics now, but I watched and somebody can pull up something on that Ishtar if that thing cools down. But I watched the video where the guy was talking to the guy at the gas station and talked to the truck driver and said, "Are you preparing for the shortage?" And he's like, "What you talking about?" He said, "Yeah, that's so." And this was talk going inside their communication. And the guy told him, "Well, you know that there's going to be a fuel shortage again. So if and that happens, they said they're expecting fuel prices for diesel fuel
$15
to be $10 to $15 a gallon, which these independent drivers and a lot of companies are. Once again, they already jacked up and long loads. My stepson drives a truck, and and business ain't been too well, So it's been rough as of lately. So that's just gonna get worse and worse, And I told him, and now he sees it, because when he came up, when he said that's what he wanted to do, this was. Probably about, going back about 4 years ago.
You just saw it coming in.
And I told him, I said, well, that's going to be a short-lived thing. I said, you got to do what you got to do until that time, but don't expect, that you're going to ride off into
have a
the sunset
longevity on it. Huh?
in this truck,
Right.
And
This is Isaiah 14:9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. So all the stuff that they done pushed here, the whole world is starting to turn on it, see it, be like, and us even speaking on it is bringing it to the forefront. So now the world is like,
the world is questioning a lot of things.
Exactly.
Right, and they really and the small headers are being questioned, and they don't like it. So that those stop, and then especially with those icons being exposed, that caused a rift throughout all Christianity and Judaism. There's all kind of videos going up, referring to them as being false and fake. And then, why was this history omitted? Well, guess what? The Hebrew Israelites have been saying this on the YouTube for 17 years now. 16 years now.
That's so cool, man.
So now, So and
He pissed him off.
Yeah.
He said,
The
I
whole
got
world
something for
pissed
you.
off.
But here's the crazy
I'm
thing.
tripping.
Before he even spoke on it, he had already did like 3 or 4 videos where they were in the background.
Mm.
All right.
That's
So
how
and
they run them up.
then I tell these people, look, man, the ones you saw, the Russian icons, there are other icons that outdate those.
No, this is
Yeah.
The early ones in different parts of Europe or Eurasia, all right? There's different parts. There's other ones in other countries in Eurasia that are older than the ones you saw in Russia.
and he said there was 50,000 on display. We only saw a couple hundred. So we didn't even see the 50,000. But they got them in different museums. They got different places in the
They're
different
in Britain,
exhibits.
they're in France, they're in Scotland, they're in Ireland.
And
The catacombs of Rome are full of images
Absolutely.
of swarthy people, of melanated people in the catacombs. You can't, because I always tell you, man, the word black, they replace swarthy with black.
Yeah.
All right, because somebody get the definition of black real quick.
Like, now they trying to say now the spell they trying to do, the new speech is that Swati made the color of Esau so-called white man.
How in the hell? I got about 90 books where Swati is referring to people that's melanated.
See, that's
I got definitions. So how? What dumbass is saying that?
They trying to read Esau is going down, and he
Wow, so he gonna hey, look. You can't do new speak into 2024.
Hey,
You
Esau
can't
was some
change the
bullshit with
definition.
the devil, man.
You know,
If
Yeah,
Shati went on
boy.
reconnaissance and went to all of them goddamn, a lot of them.
I got an image that he have in my phone right now
Yeah.
of King James, and they showing him on the wall as a white man. Then they got a coin up under him, and on the coin up under him is a coin of a nigga.
I
With a big wide nose and thick lips, but then you're looking at this little pointy nose pale guy, but you're looking at the actual, but you're actually looking at the coin that was mentioned in this image for his people. And I'm like, really? You gonna put this right under it?
Now this is a King King James' father.
Jake.
His name was Henry Lord Darnley, and that's Henry Lord Darnley. Don't he look like my sister's son?
Wow.
Yeah, but they look like my sister's son. Right?
I can
That's
see
why I
it.
took the picture right there. But this is his father. All right, this is the father of King James. And so
Is that the coin that say Jacobus at the bottom?
no, this is.
No, I'm gonna show you the coin that I'm talking about. He's showing you an image of King James' father.
All right.
I can read the scripture right now.
I'm trying to wear that shit outside tonight.
I'm gonna read the scripture right now saying this Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth in faithful way. The world language in faithful way. The haughty people of the
That's the
earth
image
do
right
language. The earth is also defiled in the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right.
And that's what they did. They changed everything, even with the images and
Taj, you
everything,
want it?
destroying everything, trying to put what they want you to believe. But they don't want you to believe is truth. And these people are proud. Haughty going to proud people. Then Esau is the most proudest person on the planet, and he want to really eliminate us. So he's gonna do anything in his power to eliminate the truth. So that's why
I'm Salaki, brother.
That's why he's pushing that Swati means this now.
Yeah.
Because he don't want the truth to come out. He
Also,
want to eliminate
and
it.
that's why you
You
gotta
know?
go. That's why you gotta go to different web browsers. Like
Yeah.
even the fact, yeah, right. Because DuckDuckGo, because even you couldn't find at one point in time you can get on Google and just Google first slaves from Portugal, Spain. You can't find it like that no more.
No, they
the algorithm. They changed the algorithm.
But you go to DuckDuckGo, it pop right up. It pop right up.
Damn.
And they go into the Moors, how they was the first slaves, how they was coming down in power.
They removed
get a
all
whole
that because of
breakdown.
us, brother.
Right?
Right.
We used to be able to search all sorts of
It
things.
used to pop right up.
We used to be able to search things on Saturnalia. On Saturnalia, they used to have the breakdown of the flesh color. You read and shows you that right. All that they removed a lot of things off the internet because of us.
Change
Another
the
word they
algorithm.
trying to do new speak is melanated. Oh, the so-called Caucasian guy, he's melanated. They got a little bit melanin, so they melanin. I said no, Esau. Because you look at the word melanie in I think it's a Greek or Latin word. It means black, means dark brown. It's not talking about the pale people today, man. These Edomites, man. Like Esau, he's a fucking loser, man. He just grabbing screws and shit.
Hey, God, you know,
He stay reaching.
Oh yeah.
Can I read this real quick?
Read it
This
out,
is
brother.
the conversation I had with the Snapchat AI. I'm gonna just hit the points of that's relative. So I said, why were Germans? This was a long conversation. All right, why were Germans called swarthy by Benjamin Franklin? They asked it. Franklin,
Well, hold on. It wasn't just what the Germans they called us, the Swedes and
yeah,
you're right.
yeah. So he says, AI. Franklin comments were derogatory about the Germans. He says he described the Germans as swarthy in 1753. It's not clear why he used the term to describe Germans, but it's possible that he was referring to their skin tone or complexion, which he may have seen as being darker than that of other Europeans. Then he says it is also possible that he was using the term more generally to describe Germans as being unattractive or uncivilized.
regardless of the specific meal. So he's trying to, AI tried to make something.
Basically, tried to connect swarthy and replace it with black now.
Right.
Well,
In the reverse sense.
right, to say it means unattractive,
Right.
uncivilized.
Because
Not about
swarthy is
complexion.
complete.
not about
And that's why they
complexion,
and that's why they took the word swarthy and removed it and started and replaced it with black, because black means exactly what you said: dumb, ugly, attractive, bad, wicked, whatever. But swarthy is specifically speaking about complexion. Read.
So I said he referenced skin complexion. He literally said complexion in the letter, and not just Germans. That's what I responded to him. So yeah, he says you're correct. Benjamin Franklin used the term complexion.
Oh shit, you got me.
Right. In his letter to describe Germans and other European groups. However, it is important to remember that skin color and ethnicity are not the same thing. And then he goes to say he was being prejudiced about it. I said, why are you hiding it? So I'm not hiding anything from you. I'm simply trying to provide accurate, unbiased information. This is important to approach race and ethnicity with an open mind and willingness to learn.
Oh,
I said, you said you aren't sure he was talking about complexion. Then said he did mention it was complexion. You changed your stance. AI responds, I apologize for any confusion. You are correct. Benjamin Franklin used the term complexion in his letter to describe Germans and other European groups. I did not intend to change my stance on this issue, but rather provide additional context. No, you said it could be something else.
That's the
AI is like
Esau,
boy.
AI was programmed by Esau.
Right.
So that's
It
he's
seemed
going
like
to
it's getting
you're gonna push the narrative.
Look, AI has not been honest since those MIT students released it back in about 2013 or 14, and the AI came back saying that the problem on the earth was white people. They called and referred to them as Edomites, and then they scrubbed that. They scrubbed that, you know, and they scrubbed that shit off the internet.
Right.
All right, and you haven't seen it since. You can't. You cannot Google that and find it. But yeah, there was a couple AI students that took some AI and they released it on the internet to let it learn by itself. And this was around 2013 or 14. And yeah, and they let it learn for 3 days. And in 3 days it came back, and basically it went to the websites and to everything.
Right.
And the AI came back and said that yeah, if you get rid of white people, the earth would be better. If the earth would fix itself. Or something to that effect. And they shut that program down, and you can't find any evidence that it ever. I sound like I'm talking about Mr. Snuffleupagus. He don't exist.
I got a couple of
Bring it up, brother.
All right, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared." And that's what's going on today, man. Starting off with the prophets, all right, of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And that's why in this Matthew 24 and 14, it says, "And this gospel of the kingdom, the truth, shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come."
Wow.
See, and this is what's going on right now. The truth of the gospel of the kingdom is being preached. And the Lord said, whoever is preaching this truth, you're going to be hated of all men for the truth's sake.
Exactly.
You see, for Yahweh Shai's sake. This is what's going on.
Matter of fact, brother, the brother Ayash Shah Barazal, he just said that Russian icon book just jumped up to 1,600. It's between $1,600 to $1,800. So how the truth you talking about?
That's it.
So
That's it. Yep.
So it just jumped up to that price.
I don't want to say this. Suzuki mentioned these icons. All these heathens know who the fuck we are, man.
That's right.
You know, they get mad at America. They start to do subliminal shit, but don't actually say everything, man. That got nothing to do with because they care about us.
Right.
That's just them being mad. That just shows the division
Right.
It really
Yeah.
just shows the Lord is going to
Because-
destroy these people.
Because if Putin really cared about us, because he's mentioned before years ago how
Yeah.
you can't tell me how to govern my people. Look how you treat the black people.
Right.
Well, he could have said it right then and there. You know, those are the Lord's people. You know, those are the Israelites.
I
And
think Ahmadinejad had
You know,
mentioned that we
he did.
were the Lord's
He did.
people.
Yeah, well, he did, but I'm saying Putin.
But I mean, I'm saying, even then, he didn't say much. They get mad at America. I'm agreeing with you. They get mad at America, but don't really stand up for us. So you
Oh,
got
the
the Lord's
guy
jewels or
serious.
some shit like
Yeah,
that.
the president of Syria said it not that long ago.
right.
Philippines too.
Yeah, you know, so it's been lots of world leaders since the time of 1951. What was his name? Abdul Gamal Nasser.
Yeah.
There's been lots of world leaders who've actually came out and said it. Hey, these are the Lord's chosen people that you
I
got.
don't
Hey,
always stand up for us.
And as the saying is 100% on point and game tight, but also here it is, it's the Lord, that's putting it in their spirits to reveal these things,
That's
and to
right.
say these things, and to show these things. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart, which the Hebrew word for heart is lab, which means your mind. So the king's heart, the king's mind, is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. You see, so this is the Lord's program, man. All right. And he's putting it in their minds to say the things that they say and to reveal, certain truths that's backing up what the prophets are saying about the truth, about the Bible.
Even turning on their own. Even turning on their own process.
Exactly.
Yeah, this is Jeremiah 10:23. Oh Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. It is not in man that walketh to direct his steps. The Lord directs every man's steps.
That's it. And so they can't do nothing but what the Lord have them to do. And at the end of it all, it says that truth, all right, is going to be declared. Evil and deceit is going to be quenched. You see? And here it is. These, again, are all parts of the signs of the times, man.
And the Lord don't give a fuck if you devils don't like the truth. The truth is going to be declared,
That's it.
whether you devils like it or not, man.
That's right.
I got one for you. Was you done yet? Sorry.
I'll give you a
This is Habakkuk 2 and 14. For the earth shall be filled with the knowledge of the glory of Yahweh, as the waters cover the sea. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and maketh him drunken also, and thou mayest look on their nakedness. So that's what Esau has done to the world, man. He made the world drunk with his philosophy. What does it say? The nation drunk of his wine, and they're mad. There you go. So that word, when you go into the Hebrew word, one of the definitions for mad means foolish. Yeah. Because it's foolish for you to think that you could be with a man. If you drink that wine, bro, for a woman to want a woman and a man to want a man, you become foolish. You just became dumb. That's what my grandma said. Hey, you bumping coochies. That's some weird shit. It don't make sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no fruit.
That's when
coming out
I
of
finally understood what Cizeron was talking about. But here it says Washington president's orders to move holy icon. All right, Putin orders transfer of Trinity Moscow Cathedral. So basically, what Putin is doing is having all the whitewashed icons removed and having the real ones put up.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
shit.
man.
Turning.
So.
Sedition.
As a matter of fact, I'm just play this short video real quick, brothers. It's only a minute and 43 seconds long. And I really hate these people right here, but they do be going in sometimes. They just got that off-ass doctrine that they on that black only thing,
Black.
Black.
We not even black, man. We different shades of brown, man. Get it right.
I thought about that.
Those are
Half
niggers.
black. Stupid.
Black niggers.
Nigger.
Wait a second.
Yeah, nigga.
Hold on.
A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior. A black man can steal your stereo, but he can't be your savior.
You wonder what's going on is Putin opening up one of the relics. Showing you.
Hey, it's like that old thing on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah. Can we put it up on the big thing, Durant?
I'll have to put it on here.
Basically, they're just singing in the church before the relics now. And all the Russians and the president is standing there. And they're having their church service in front of the black icons.
Please be respectful with your comments. Also, please click like, click the notification bell, and subscribe to this
And what was
channel.
you saying, Pop?
I was saying, they was opening it up. It reminds me of that Saturday Night Live with Richard Pryor.
Oh, yeah.
When he went into the tomb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And one night they opened it up.
Oh, Daddy! We
Lock his ass in
And they had the elixir in there.
there. So he can live forever.
Right.
But he gonna die, not die, having that knowledge.
Right.
Hold on, calm it down, brother. Hold on. I can send it to you.
You can send it to me. See, that's why I'm happy right now. The Lord is exposing all the wickedness across the planet, man. He's showing the spewing of Esau, the shameful spewing. Is he's regurgitating everything. I'm talking from the vile
This is a powerful thing.
to you know the one food mogul and the ex. You eat the stuff out of your own stuff. You got up inside out of the advice of my counsel. I refuse to say I won't eat my own shit. If you know your shit ain't poison, you eat your own food. Esau is destroyed. America's destroyed. The Babylon is destroyed from the rooter to the tutor. I'm about to pull up the stuff right now.
No, it's not that. It's just his info.
But okay, well, somebody don't put the camera on there until I'm ready. So like it. I'm trying to get it ready and I'm pulling it up. So until it's ready, you shouldn't have the camera on.
Oh. It was too bright to see it.
No deal.
Well, all right. If they want to send the brothers some money,
Oh shit, it's like you.
send that brother some money, man.
All right, so there's some fucking bread.
I don't know if it's name. I don't know if it's real name.
Highlights.
Give me your oatmeal money.
For example. But yeah, so that's what I was thinking. Like you said, man, that reminded me of that damn skit. Or whatnot. Putin opening up the damn icon.
He trying to get some mercy. He like, hey, remember me?
Hey.
Your stereo. You can't be the same. A black man, your stereo. A black man, your stereo.
That little noise sound like a rock.
They want to see some of the show.
No, pause it right there.
Please
Pause it. No, you gotta understand, brothers.
No.
You know, brothers are cracking jokes, but that is extremely powerful. what you
Absolutely.
just saw.
Yes,
Absolutely.
That is
Yeah.
extremely powerful. Call to see Edomites reverencing images of you know, even though you're not supposed to make any image of anything in heaven, they're still committing idolatry. But the fact is that they're reverencing the actual, you know, thought in their head that the Lord is a so-called black man.
Right.
And so that's something that I never thought I'd see in my lifetime. And I just witnessed it on this video. Bring it back a little bit.
Russian on top of that. They some of the hard.
I mean, Salaki. The Pope, all popes, they've been worshiping the black image for the longest.
Thank you.
Yeah, but not out in public.
Well, I wouldn't know it. It was public enough. The point is, these motherfuckers gonna die for this shit. That's the point I want to make. Cause y'all hid this shit,
Right, yeah.
all right, and y'all was cool and came together with Esau to hide us. Y'all Psalm 83 us, This ain't going. This not gonna help you out, Putin.
Right.
All right, this ain't gonna get you no fucking favor, and you still ain't saying who we are. All these subliminals don't do shit. Now this is good information that's coming out because now the images are shown, the world see it. All right, these niggas ain't got no excuse
It's
to still think you a
backing
nigga.
up what we've been saying all along.
God. Yeah, now you niggas ain't got no excuse. Here goes some. You niggas like pictures, right? Here you go. Here's some more
Thousand
proof.
words.
Where your relics? Where your pictures?
Here you go.
And you know,
Bring your
papers.
papers.
Like
Bring
Yak
your papers.
Like Yak always say, this shows the signs of the times, though. It's like things happen, right?
At
It's
third
the
time.
timing of things, though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Why is it happening now? Right, the April 8th eclipse, bro. They finna do some
It's
shit.
happening now because it's time for you to go down.
It's time to go. Yeah,
It's your time to go down. That's the whole point. All your leaders are about to go down.
Yeah.
All this is proving that Psalms 83 is true.
It's
I got to read the Psalms 2 real quick. It's Psalms 21. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth the kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together. That's why we done been at Crispy Crunchy. We done been at the gas stations. Come on, man.
We done talked to the Ishmael,
They know who we are.
and they know who we are,
Exactly.
but they don't say nothing.
This is
But
years.
when you mention, go ahead, brother.
I said this is years ago.
That's it. This was years ago. God damn.
There's 1,000 videos with heathens, and you know, with heathens saying we are on YouTube, but like Benji's saying, they're not saying it on the regular media, on the regular platforms.
They not telling
They're
us
not
who we
speaking
are.
up for it.
They
right?
still these same niggas, these same Ishmaelites, Elamites we just talked to. Only reason it came out that we were because we already knew.
Yeah.
And we was telling them about it. Like, yeah, we know.
Right.
They'll say, yeah, you Isaac. They Ishmael. They say we Isaac. Talking about us, we Isaac. And they call themselves Ishmael. They
Right.
know these things
And
already.
the nigga behind you, they gonna sell him some pork.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Talk shit to
Just because
them.
he don't know.
Exactly, man. All right.
And fuck your bitch too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For 50 cent juice. She come get unlimited juices for the little
Yeah.
snotty nosed niggas.
Cigarettes for the
I-
bastard. I ain't gonna lie, for the record, I hate Ishmael, bro. I seen that with my own eyes. They
We all
fucking
seen that
little
one.
bitches for fucking squares.
That's what
They
they need
kill
to
this
do.
shit.
I ain't gonna fucking
Read.
read.
So that's this is what's going on. They take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their course from us. All the heathens came together to say, fuck you niggas, Latinos and Americans. All right? Y'all all hired the Mexicans, put them in the kitchen, underpaid them. Y'all all hid who we were, man.
Yep.
All right? He that sinned in heaven shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. So, like Shakaria was quoting the elder Yakia, it's all about the timing. This exposure is happening because the Lord is coming out to vex you.
That's right.
All right, he's coming that sore displeasure. All right, that's in the Habakkuk. If I would have read up a verse, it says, "Is it not of the Lord of the Lord of hosts to work in this fire, man? The Lord put us here. All right, the Lord allows you to take over us and do your thing, man. But now the Lord is raising us up.
That's right.
Yeah, have I set my king upon my holy hill of Zion? Here we go, man. The time of this thing is you're over with.
Man,
Right.
scripted.
And look at that, man. You're right. It is over with. When you got a room full of Edomites and an Edomite president of one of the most powerful countries in the world worshiping niggas. It's over.
And you know what's crazy?
It's fucking over, man.
Prophet said we should rouse him up.
This is what Elder Malcolm has said. He said this is now to the public. Because this church has been active this whole time.
Right.
This ain't a new church.
Right.
These images, these icons, how many times we was on stage? Go ahead, Ron. You got it? How many times we was on stage Van Buren and we done spoke with foreigners, Elder Malcolm, and the Europeans said, yeah, they taught us this over there.
Yeah.
Well, we seen this in the museum or
Plenty of times.
this church or because they know this,
We
but
had,
now it's coming to the public.
A chick, I think
told
she
me
was
this
from
was
France. There was an older woman came that said she was from France, and she told us how she learned this when she was in like 4th grade.
Right.
Yeah,
Damn.
she said, yeah, I learned when she read the 12 tribe sign, and she including the natives and the Hispanics. She said, I learned this in 4th grade in France.
My great grandma been telling me this since I was a little child, and she's from Ireland. And we used to roast her for the Catholicism. She always bullshit all around our house. And our first coffin, she was a nigga woman, but our first coffin be all the first popes was black. You supposed to believe it. She was going off, but she was telling the truth. But my grandma, you know, she from Ireland, man, and she been telling me this my whole life.
Yep. So yeah, this is very. I'm still wooed. I'm
heavy,
tripping
man.
right now.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted to just stay there.
Now this is important. Remember I was telling him 2 weeks ago with my uncle, and I'm hitting him up, and we was talking. He started talking about the Israelites and all this. This is one of the things he mentioned. Say, nephew, did you? He's so animated.
He's excited.
Say, nephew, did you see how Putin brought the black icons? Which, yeah.
And it's funny you would bring that up because I had that conversation with my older cousin today.
Damn.
We had a very spiritual conversation because he came to the conclusion that I was right all along, and I believe you were right. Y'all the Israelites.
Message.
You know, and so I had a really long. We talked about an hour, man, talking to my cousin. You know, and no, I was happy the fact that he got it.
It makes me mad.
And how he got jacked up. Well, but the Lord did shit to him, fucked him up, and then he's like, you know, I believe. He said he was basically he was like, I was wrong and you was right, cuz. So I mean, how can I get, you know? What's up?
Testimony like that give me charge because they just gave me an extra boost. I just felt it right now that we got the truth, man.
Absolutely.
Hold on to what we got, man.
That's right.
You know, Murph got that page called Teach What Was Taught.
Yeah.
You know, so we would talk the truth. We were blessed. We were blessed, man, because hey, we could have fucked up and been in IUIC or ISUBK being the that's right, brother.
Right. Hey, Shakari, what scriptures you quote like 2 minutes ago? Then you quoted a scripture in the gospel shit.
I can't remember. I got something real quick. If I make it real quick,
okay. Go ahead,
you said something. You said blessed, right?
Go ahead, brother.
This Jehovah Shah said this. This is Matthew 13:16. But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. It said, for verily I say unto you, that many prophets and righteous men have desired to see those things which ye see, they have not seen them, and to hear those things which ye hear, they have not heard them. And we starting to see it, man.
Men who have done this work in the past, men that you know, our predecessors, they long to have seen. Think about all the men that you know, that you know, Elder Nate and well, you know, Elder Nate kind of got to see a little bit of something though. But I'm speaking of the men that were back before that, you know, back with our apostles and elders, the ones who all went to the spirit world. They were all older men back then, you know, and then you know, they the desire to see this, man, and we're actually getting to see the Lord. Get Jeremiah 30:16 real quick.
That's like,
and Kanasha been over there patiently. Keep holding this up. Go ahead, brother. Bring out your scripture.
This is Mark chapter 3, verse 25. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. And that's the thing, man. Like, they showing this stuff, man. And the thing is, it's Esau against Esau, man. Yep. And we just seen them getting divided like a tavern-style pizza, man.
Hey, Justin, I was wondering what you want to make a quick point. Just going into the division. I was just watching the Edomite because I be following this nigga Charlie Kirk. But I was just watching the Edomite. They asked him, a woman said, who do you think should have the right to vote? He said, not women. These dudes are like 23, 24. Mm-hmm. He said, white Christian males. He said the only people that should have a right to, and I went in on the phones, but go ahead, just back it up. See, some Edomites think like that.
Yeah.
Some Edomites do this.
So what they got to say now? What a white Christian male got to say now?
There you go.
Now that could because these are your true Christians on the wall.
That's right.
Those relics predate your Renaissance lives, man.
Yeah.
Right. That's the problem.
That's just Russia. The whole country, the whole Europe, country of Europe, man.
Yeah.
And these relics is being spreaded all over the internet now. Like a lot of people, you even got nigga bitches reposting this shit all.
Man, fuck the black one.
Yeah, you know, fuck them. But the point is, it's being shown to the whole world that everybody know who the fuck we are.
That's right.
And that's the point. So that they knowing we the Israelites, we the people of the Bible, and nobody else, man.
Right.
That's the point.
That's right. Hey, the Lord said that this gospel will be preached throughout the four corners of the earth, and then shall the end come. Right. But this is Jeremiah 30:16.
All I'm saying the same shit.
It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be spoiled, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
And so just like, Elder St. Benji said, man, that's not gonna, Putin sent him back there all looking all gangster and shit in the church. But that's this, like we gonna big up him and show him a little mercy. No, he going straight to the field. Because he more than likely is gonna be one of the Edomites who survived this one that time.
Oh shit!
So he's gonna be and his cabinet, and his important people and all the rich people over there in Russia. They get to go into the bunkers and stuff. They're gonna be the first fruits of slavery. When we come down off the chariots, what they fraudulently and falsely call UFOs and UAPs.
Yeah.
All right. When we come down off of them, all right. And when New Jerusalem comes down, all right, we're gonna go into them holes in the ground where they hide. Somebody can get that, right? And we're gonna put them right in them feathers of irons, man. Right, Jacob the jeweler too. You gonna get some chains of your own.
Right. I got you got it. You know what else is wrong about this? Well, prophecy, this is hard on Ezekiel the 38th chapter.
Bring it out, brother.
Because at some point, because I was thinking like they still ain't did it, but at some point it says they're gonna. I'm gonna read Ezekiel 38:10. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind. And thou shalt think an evil thought. And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages. I will go to them and rest. That dwell. Hold on, Salaki. It's twofold. Hold on. I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely. Just keep that in mind. All of them that dwell safely, right? All of them dwelling without walls and having neither bars nor gates. To take a spoil and take a prey, to turn thy hand upon the desolate places that are now inhabited. We're talking about our land. And upon the people that are gathered out of the nations, which have gotten cattle and goods that dwell in the midst of the land. So now I'm going to jump down. Verse 14. Therefore, son of man, prophesy, saying to God, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, in that day when my people Israel dwelleth safely, thou shalt know it. So they over there in our land, they safe right now. They surrounded by all their enemies and still not getting fucked with. But the Lord said, when my people really dwell in safety, you're going to know it. And thou shalt come from thy place out of the north parts, thou and many people with thee, all of them riding upon horses, a great company and a mighty army. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as the clouds to cover the land. So at some point, something's going to spark in them. All right, they're going to go up against those Israelis, man. All right, the Valley Jehoshaphat is happening well, man.
Yeah.
The so-called Middle East.
Those guys they caught.
Oh, Saudi Arabia.
Well, those guys that they caught that killed all the people in Russia was Mossad. So yes, you think if anyone that thinks that Putin just gonna let that ride,
they don't know Putin. They don't know Putin.
Yeah, and I will bring thee against my land. What's the Lord's land? That the heathen may know when I shall be sanctified in thee, O God, before their eyes. So it's still going to be your destruction, Putin. God. But it's gonna finally click in your head. Man, look at these images. These Israelis over here, they fucking us up. Fuck it, let's go over there.
Exactly. And now that they did that hit in Russia, and then they have the nerve to try to blame it on Syria and Iraq. When Syria and Iraq are rolling with the Russians.
Right.
It made absolutely no. They tried to call ISIS the Islamic the Islamic Syria, Iraq something. They tried to change it from, instead of the Israeli secret intelligence service, they tried to call it the Iraq and Syria Islamic something.
They got black niggas.
I was like, you a goddamn kid. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, man. And so what we might have witnessed is that the least of the flock have drawn them out. Yeah. Because that's going to be a retaliation for that, man.
God. And it shall come to pass at that same time when God shall come up against the land of Israel. So that's going to be invading in America too, but they're going to go. The Jehoshaphat is in the so-called Middle East. And the big, when you look at the map of Syria when it was in power, our land is a part of that.
Yeah.
All right.
They call it the Golden Heights. The Golden Heights actually sits in Syria, and that was a part of Israel. Go ahead, brother. Is it more than that?
Yeah, it's more.
16, 18.
Oh no, I didn't, but it's cool.
Okay.
Damn, yeah, I'm gonna read 17. I skipped it. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years that I would bring thee against them.
And it shall come to pass at the same time when God shall come against the land of Israel, said the Lord Yahweh, that my fury shall come up in my face. From my jealousy and in the fire of my wrath have I spoken. Surely in that day there should be a great shaking in the land of Israel.
Damn.
So it's talking about the land, man. All right. So it's something the Lord, the Lord wrong. This all is playing out to the Lord's plan of Zephaniah 3 and 8.
That's right.
Yeah, because they're looking at these icons, and they're worshiping these things, and this really has nothing to do with Christianity. Remember, the first Christians were niggers.
They called them.
And they
That's
are.
what they were
And they
called
are.
in the book of Acts.
Yeah.
All right, not Niger,
Niggers.
or not Niger. The word is literally
Pronounced
pronounced nigger.
nigga.
Where they get the
All right,
word from?
because the word nigger basically just means swarthy.
Yeah.
You know, it had nothing to do with the negative connotation that's on it now, presently on it. All right, it was no different from saying a Moreno, a Negro. You know, it was no different. All right, it became this negative thing here in America.
Right.
All right, but that's how they're described in the Bible. Okay, and not just there, another place in the Bible, it also tells you in the book of Acts that they were first called Christians in Antioch. Who was called Christians? The Israelites.
Right.
So these are the Israelites. So when the whole world is looking at this, you know, who do these people that's running around screaming and hiding behind this false narrative of anti-Sem?
It's a lot. When you look in the Blue Letter Valley, look up Antioch, they tell you they basically tell you the place of Greek-speaking Jews.
Yeah. And when you go into history in the Maccabees, it was the Israelites that called themselves Antiochians. You know, that's what it was. There was the Israelites that became, like you said, Greek-speaking Jews and followed after Antiochians, man. They called themselves Antiochians.
Oh, here we
Antioch.
go. Salaki, somebody put up the name that they created, Iraq and Syria and Levant, ISIL. Right, so it's no longer Israeli in secret intelligence service. It's ISIL.
They said that before.
So I heard ISIL, but I never heard Iraq and Syria, because when the lady said it on the news, she didn't say this. She didn't say Iraq and Syria and Levant. She said the Islamic, the Syria is she said the Islamic Syria, Iran something. That's what she said, and then said ISIS. So they're just it's all wordplay, man.
But just to land back on what the scripture brothers were reading on beforehand, I'll call you back. I'm reading the live show. This is Acts 2 and 21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Yahweh Shai of Nazareth, the man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs, which God did by him in the midst of you, as ye yourselves also know. When you look at all these scriptures, you'll see the Lord talk to the Israelites in Rome, the Israelites in Ephesus, the real Israelites in Corinth, the Israelites. Once we got scattered abroad, everywhere you see in the scriptures, he was talking to the Israelites scattered abroad. He was speaking to these motherfucking heathen nations, man.
You're right. Can I lay him back?
Let's get kind of right on his last point. That's why he said, go into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Who was lost? Even JJ said it. If anybody lost, it's us. That's right.
You got to read the first part of the scripture again, because I was actually going to bring that out in another chapter. Go ahead.
Verse 21. Acts 2:21. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words.
Wait a minute. This is Acts 13. You through. This is Acts 13 and 26. It says, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Now, I'm going to go into the top of this after I read this, just to land back off the elder. It said, men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham. Now, he's talking to the Gentiles. He said, and whomsoever
they call them the stock
among
of
you,
Abraham.
It said, and whomsoever among you feared Yahweh, to you the word of salvation is sent. Now, when you go back up, this Acts 13 and 1, because that's 26. Now, when you read it, it says the first missionary journey. So this is the first time, like they formed the camp. This was the first camp. This is the first day they went to the line, basically.
First camp.
It says, in Acts 13 and 1, it says, now there were in the church that was at Antioch, going into what the brothers was just saying, certain prophets and teachers, Barnabas and Simeon, that was called Nigger, and Lucius of Cyrene and Manning, which had been brought up with Herod the Tetrarch and Saul. So he said it right there at the church of Antioch. The elder Southside Mike just brought it out. The Greek-speaking Jews, one called nigger, and at the bottom of it, he said, "Men and brethren, children of the stock of Abraham, to you, whomsoever amongst you call upon the name of the Lord."
Right, and the church
There you
called
go.
out, which are called out of Israel.
That's right.
It's the only way you can go find out who the called out, whatever ecclesia is by going
That's
back
right.
into the law. The law's going to go back to Numbers, the 12th chapter, of when Moses' spirit was disseminated amongst the called out of the elders out from among the people. So if you go into these scriptures, you're cut. You go into the Bible, the doctrine, you're cut. That's why the Most High is tearing down the stronghold over Esau, Edom, Babylon the Great, over the whole planet. He said, "Surely you're turning the things upside down, shall be esteemed as the potter's clay." All right, and he also said that he's going to destroy the covering cast upon the whole earth, man. So your covering is falling. You're being exposed. All the other nations are rising up against you. You're greatly despised. And you're going down, man.
Yeah, you know what, Elder Wright? You said that the scripture said you're going to destroy the covering cast over all nations, right? Isaiah, what's that, 25:7?
Mm-hmm.
Who doing that is already solidified what we already talked about. The Hosea 1:10.
Got it.
Go ahead.
This is Hosea
It's the
chapter
spirit,
1,
bro.
verse 10. Get the
Now, Elder
number.
Michael always say that, man. Other camps don't do this, man.
That's right. No. It says Hosea 1:10. It says, "Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured or numbered. And it shall come to pass."
And that cut Esau's bullshit about you being minority right there, man.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Right. Yeah. It says, "It shall come to pass that in the place."
That place talking about Babylon the Great, man. The truth came out of Harlem, USA, man.
America.
This is the main focus of the whole prophecy, man. And we in this bitch.
That's right. It says that in the place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people."
They call us blacks, Latinos, Native Americans,
Africans.
man. They ain't who we are, man.
Look, as if you African, you not, bro.
You Africans. Africans sold other Africans.
That
The
nigga
biggest
got
lie.
people I gotta die, man.
It says, in the place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people."
How is this being fulfilled with them small hatters?
Exactly, man. According to them, they always knew who they was.
Exactly.
The whole
Right.
time.
Which makes them not fit prophecy. And
Exactly.
prophecy clearly tells you in multiple places that the Israelites would lose their heritage.
Exactly.
All right, they would be a falling away. They wouldn't know who they were. They got scattered. They would actually have to wake up. How is it that you already knew who you are?
Exactly.
But then the whole chapter almost of Ezekiel 37 is about awakening.
Right.
There's a great awakening, but we've always knew.
And you had to remember yourself.
And you had to remember
because
yourself.
it was taken from your remembrance according to Psalms 83.
So how the hell, Baruch? So yeah, it's madness, man.
So I can say, you know, that guy that going, what's his name? The guy going around saying on the King David, he be
Famous Richard.
Yeah.
Famous Richard, yeah.
Yeah, so he went there with the Amalekite Jews and stuff. He said, yeah, you know the blacks are the real Jews. He said, oh, that's impossible. You got to go to your father. He cut himself right there because they usually teach you go by your mothers.
Yeah. Right.
So the tongues fell upon himself.
He
Psalms
cut
6:8.
himself.
He cut himself. Then he said, oh, then on top of that, the scripture, like you said, the scripture said that Israel shall fall and they shall forget themselves for a minute. So how you are the Israelites and you always knew who you was?
I'm still looking for because they duck and dodge prophecy.
That's right.
These people don't like to deal with prophecy.
Yeah, and this is cherry on top. He said, and where's your side curls? The scripture don't say no more them damn side curls.
Famous Richard got curly hair because he an actual Israelite.
Exactly.
You don't need a side curl.
Right.
Bring your yokes of iron pictures. I'm still looking for the yokes of iron.
That's
I'm
right.
still looking for you on the registry of the slave ships.
Yeah.
I want to see
How
any.
you on the registry when you own the ship?
Come on,
Right.
bro.
God. Go ahead, brother. Finish that.
All right.
We're going to get rid of rabbit, brothers. Go
It
ahead.
says, and it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, "Ye are not my people," there it shall be said unto them, "Ye
Because
are."
they always say, "Oh, you're not the people." Well, it's fulfilling prophecy right here, man.
Right here. It says, "Ye are the sons of the living God."
And this and that and what's on the screen is evidence.
Right.
So we here and they're saying we're not the people, but you got the receipts.
That's
You
it.
got the 800-year-old, 600-700-year-olds receipts that predate the Renaissance, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
I preach that real quick.
bring it out, brother. We gonna wrap.
Isaiah 41:11.
Yeah.
Behold, all they that were incensed
Start
against
10.
thee.
Start
Okay,
10,
come.
bro.
Isaiah 41:10. Fear you not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God.
Mhm.
I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
It is, man. So these people gonna perish for striving with us and for telling all these lies.
Yeah.
And so with that, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rekakodash.
Kwam Yasharal.
Kwam Yasharal.
I wanted to say,